Now, okay, well, I know about you. I've got to meet you. It was last year sometime, right? Is that
Yep.
about right? Okay, yeah, last year sometime got to meet you, and I'm excited. I've got 6 weeks with you. Let's see if
Yeah.
we can change the world in 6 weeks, more specifically, change your world in 6 weeks as well. So,
Absolutely.
actually, anything, we'll turn this one-on-one coaching, and we'll walk you from. Let me just say some expectations. The goal here is in 6 weeks, you should have something so tangible within 6 weeks that you're able to actually use that thing, whatever that is, whatever we're coaching about, and get some real life results. And that's what's most important to me. The difference, I like to tell people that coaching is not therapy. There may be a few times I will use therapy to let you release something, but coaching should be always progressive moving forward. Therapy tends to go backwards, right?
Absolutely.
Exactly. Like, we want you forward. six
Absolutely.
weeks from now, your whole life should be changed after dealing with me.
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Good then. Good then. So let's go. I've got if you hear some background noise, I homeschool my boys, and they're a friend of mine is teaching them math in the back. But let's go. I'm ready. Hit me
Okay.
with it, and let's go after it.
All right. So I've just finished my new book called Moving Forward. And what I'm really
Okay.
looking for is um, the know-how of how to put it all together to get myself. One, I love to be able to speak on different platforms, but more importantly, to be able to teach. And so how to turn that book versus some course ideas that I have into a tangible product, because I've heard you say this before, a product of which I can sell to my consumer.
Definitely. That sounds really good. So we're going to go with some traditional things, and we're going to go way outside the box to non-traditional.
Okay.
Now, let's just tackle the book real quick, since that's what you brought up, and we'll go on some more stuff. Now, the book is
Okay.
called Moving Forward, right?
Yes.
First off, congratulations. Let me just
Thank
pour
you.
all that good energy into you. I'm proud to see you, not only someone completing a book. It's funny. Take us 2 years to write books, someone 2 hours to read it, right? Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. I'm definitely proud of you there. Let's go with all the traditional ways. Traditional ways, you're going to obviously have an e-version of the book. Is that because even though that's not traditional, it's traditional now. Do you have an e-version of the book? Great.
Yes.
Great. You're going to have an e-version of the book, and I'm assuming it's going to be on Amazon and all the places. That's good. Good. Now we want to use the book at your speaking engagements.
Yes.
Okay. That's what we want to do, which to another point. How good at you are getting speaking engagements.
So getting them, no. So traditionally, I'm also a pastor. And
Yes.
so I speak inside the church arena,
Good.
but I want to get outside those four walls because that's
Right.
where the people are.
Good. Good. Okay. So we're going to leverage both the church and outside the four walls. And sure, you know by now, I started in the church in about 2009. I started going outside the walls. I actually used poetry to get outside the walls. People asked me to do poems, and then all of a sudden I started doing other things and speaking engagements. And then boom, now I speak more outside the church than I do inside the church. And I mean 90-10, 90 outside, 10 inside. And that's as pastoring a small church.
Mm-hmm.
I speak about 400 times a year. That being said, I just gave you a blueprint. You're going to do something that people like in the church world that they're not accustomed to seeing. So what gifts do you have? In my case, I took my sermons and I made them into 3-minute poems. Okay. That's what I would do. Pretty unique, and people would love that. And kind of, you can speak to my youth. And of course I was young, so that kind of worked too. Speak to my youth. And it was this was real spiritual and had Bible scriptures and all sorts of stuff. Oh my God, that worked so well. What can you do like that that is different that only you can do? That's the first question.
So, gotta think about that. So I guess let me address it from a skill set. So
yeah, please.
From a skill set, I am a real estate broker.
Good.
And one of the visions that I have right now from a ministry and kind of outside, I'm setting up our international ministry for a 501(c)(3).
Good.
One of our projects is going to be moving from people from homelessness to home ownership.
Good.
So that's one thing. I'm not the traditional speaker, so I use a lot of wit. In other words, I'm able to turn the Bible to a realistic today's world.
Good.
For example, I did a sermon 2 weeks ago at another church where they were doing Toys for Tot. And so I use Adam and Eve. Of course, I always say who they really are in the Bible, but then I say, but I call them Boo Boo Kitty. So Boo Boo Kitty now, you know, and so and they had a whole church of unchurched people there. And so a couple of ladies came up to me after, and they was like, what did you call them, Boo Boo what? And so when I said it again, they was like, right, somebody's getting called that today. So being able to relate to them in a language that we use every day, but still getting the biblical concept out.
Good. All right. So right now, we already have an idea coming to the top. What I'm going to do over the next 6 weeks is I'm just going to pull out your ideas. They're not mine. It is your passion, your energy that God in you is screaming out. And sometimes you can't hear it, but a coach like me can hear it. Mm-hmm. Your book is called Moving Forward. Now, since you are a preacher, walk with me. This is what preachers do, right? Okay. You're moving forward, and your book, I'm assuming, and it's telling people you to move forward into this, out of that.
Correct.
Like, outstanding. What you're going to do is the one thing that you can do better than anyone else is teach people from a real estate brokerage frame of reference is how to go from being homeless to home ownership. Well, guess what? That's one version of moving forward. Absolutely. Look what we got now. What we have now is homelessness to home ownership, moving forward. Mm-hmm. Now we're branding your book with something you already do for a living. Mm-hmm. You got your real estate, you're already passionate about it, but now you're tying your book into your tent making. Woof, I'm starting to feel good now.
Absolutely.
Okay. We've been having a good time. I'm starting to feel good. Okay. Paul was a tent maker.
Absolutely.
But what he did was he applied his theology into the tent making. Mm-hmm. There's this structure is corruptible, but one day we're gonna put on the incorruptible, right? He took that, and you're gonna do the same thing. Okay. Your tent making is it's real estate. Now we're tying your book into your tent making, which is a blessing, because now you don't have to choose either or. Mm-hmm. Wherever your energy is, your book also is. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Absolutely. That's awesome.
Now, so let's hash that out in a concrete way that's tangible. I said 6 weeks from now, we're about to get you something tangible right now, okay?
Okay.
What I want you to do is, are you familiar with vlogging?
Yes, I know what it is. I haven't tried to do it, but yes.
Well, congratulations. Congratulations. You just started a new blog called Moving Forward. Okay.
All right.
A new blog. Yes. You just started a new vlog called Moving Forward. Okay. Now, the reason why we're doing this is triple fold, actually. So we got the great Trinity going on here.
Okay.
One area, or I guess God the Father part of this moving forward, is it's branding the book.
Okay.
Without you even talking about your book, your vlog is going to make synonymous. Oh yeah, you see Pastor Jackson, Pastor Juanita, she got the moving forward. Oh, God bless you. So all that stuff. But every time they say moving forward, You're basically going to take this phrase and make them understand that if they just hear this phrase, they also hear your book.
Okay.
You're going to plant your book in their minds with this phrase.
Okay.
Classic advertisement. Kleenex is not what we normally mean when we want a tissue.
Right.
Exactly. Okay, exactly. Kodak camera not even around no more, but we still have Kodak memories. Exactly. Now, you're moving forward. The reason I want you to do a vlog is because you got the good look, you got the pretty hair, the pretty brown skin, so that looks good on camera. But what you're also going to do is you get to tie all of what you do into moving forward. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
I don't want you to create anything. I want you to document everything. Okay, I'm borrowing from Gary Vee here. As you're sermon prepping, I want you to put the camera up. You got your gospel on, however you sermon prep, and you're gonna look at the camera. You're gonna say, "All right, we're in 1 Kings chapter 17. I'm moving forward in my sermon prep, and this is where Elijah is getting ready to prophesy that it's going to be a drought, and he has to go to the brook Kerith, and it dries up. But you know what? He moved forward. And what I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm sermon prepping. I'm all excited. I want to tell you all to move forward. And you're going to go right into your inspiration part right there, moving forward. Boom, vlog over.
Okay.
When you're out in the real estate world and you're showing a house, you're going to put on your camera and all you're going to do is turn your phone sideways, put it on you. That is it. That's it. This is a professional film crew with you. And you're going to turn your camera sideways. And every time you show a house, you're going to find a way, which won't be too hard, to move forward. Someone's going to say something. God's going to show up in your mind, or you're going to meet someone homeless, or on your homelessness to home ownership journey, you're going to just document what used to be boring, but it's not, because now everyone lives an exciting life, and now we can all record it. And what you're going to do is you're going to record what you're doing every day, and it's in your moving forward vlog, which promotes your book every time without even promoting your book.
Okay.
They're going to fall in love with you, fall in love with moving forward, and then they're going to buy your book. And you're going to use the vlog to promote the book.
Okay.
Good.
Awesome.
When does the book come out?
It's out now.
Oh, it is out.
So,
well, there you go. We get to kill a couple of birds with one stone. There you go. There you go. Good. So tell us about the book then, since this is recorded. Tell us about the book.
So the book is all about moving forward, not becoming stagnated in yourself, in your season, in traditions, all of that. So it's my journey, and it talks about me from a little kid, thinking I was rich with $20. And so my journey of understanding that was a story I told myself. And so how many stories do we tell ourselves about whatever that we take as the gospel and we get stuck there? But you can create another story. And so that's what the book is talking about. It talks about my journey through divorce, and then coming into being a pastor and now overseer of our international ministry. Never would have imagined I would have arrived at this journey, and it's not over. So.
Wow, that is excellent. That right there. As a matter of fact, every time we coach, every time we do this, you're gonna put it on your vlog. Okay, you're gonna run it on your TV. You're gonna run it on your Facebook. You're gonna run it on YouTube. All that stuff, because this is also you're gonna allow people in. You're gonna be the respected pastor that lets you see the behind the scenes of even her getting coached, because I have a coach. We all have, well, those who are successful have coaches. Let me say it that way. Let me say it that way. And you're going to show them, and they're going to learn from you. And people are going to be able to say, wow, look how learning she is and submissive she is in this area. And she's such a leader in this area. She's a total woman. Maybe she can help me move forward. Now, just because I can't help myself because I am a natural born salesperson, I've already looked up your book as you were talking. I've already looked up your book as we were talking, and I am just so excited about this wonderful thing here. And what I'm gonna do, hold on real quick. Let me do this real quick. Let me finish. I am going to buy your book right now. I just realized that as soon as I hit the next button, it was gonna show my address I wanted to go to.
Oh,
Yeah, the one that happened in front of all the people gonna see this. Now, place order. I just got it placed. And then let's go back to it now. Share my screen again. And there it is. Your order has been placed.
oh,
I just bought your book.
look at that.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go. So good. And I encourage all of you who will see this later, please, you saw the book, go and buy her book as well. That would be great. See, we already got some tangible results going on.
Yes, absolutely.
Good. Okay, so I've taught a few things here. More is caught than taught. Mm-hmm. And I've said a whole bunch of stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause right here and let's see what you got from me just talking so far. What have you picked up on?
Yeah, talking about the importance of branding, being visible, and branding, talking so that you're a servant first, being able to help somebody else, and in the midst of that, you're still selling, if that makes sense, without selling.
That's right. And that's what's important right there. And that's why I want you to vlog, because I mean, as a pastor, as a leader, you have to, first off, you have influence. And then you have to have some sort of, actually, you have plenty of charisma because you take a humor approach to the Bible, which you can only pull that off with charisma. You can't pull that off any other way. Just no other way you're going to pull that off. Can't be boring and funny at the same time. It's not going to happen. Okay, so this is us branding and doing the book. Let's go deeper into this book real quick.
Okay.
Even more. So that's one route. Now we did traditional and the vlog is a bit non-traditional. So that's one route there. Let's see. So we tied the real estate into it. We tied your homelessness into it and anything else you're going to do. Let's tie the church into it now.
Okay.
Let's see how we can tie the church into your book. Tell me about your congregation.
So we are a non-denominational congregation. And as you was talking about the blog, we do every January a 21-day fast. And so every day I've been sending out a video of this is our scripture verse today. And this is what this scripture means. A short 2-second prayer at the end of that, when I could have really added at the very end of it, move something about moving forward as well. But I didn't make that public. I only made it visible to them. And so I could have made that 21-day journey public as moving forward. So that's kind of what we're doing right now as a congregation, first of the year, planting our feet for the vision moving forward.
That's good. That's good. Hopefully this kind of combining two. Now, my theology would be a tad bit different. I don't believe and I draw this from scripture, but I don't believe God intends to change Pastor Juanita Jackson when he put pastor as a title.
Right.
He changes your allegiance, but who you are is what he wants to use.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. He didn't change Paul. Paul was still alpha male. He was still in your face. When he was persecuting church to when he was building the church, Paul was still Paul.
Right.
Just changed his allegiance.
Right.
Now I wanted to say that to say this here. I clearly hear the servant. You've got your 21-day fast. I hear people in there. I hear the people in your church. I hear the people in the homelessness. There's not too many real estate brokers that focus on homeless people. That's not even normal, and don't even think that's normal for a second. You have and I mentioned you unchurched. I mentioned you, not too many people even use that phrase. So you're clearly the person that serves the disenfranchised.
Mhm.
Am I about right there that you have a heart
Absolutely.
for? Good,
Absolutely.
good, good. What I would like to see you do is push that further in your church and
Okay.
tie it into moving forward. And the reason I said brought up to Paul is because I didn't want you to, because most people, I remember when I first wrote my book or one of my books in 2014, I had a member who was actually a family member. That's just what it is, always time. That didn't want me promoting my book in the church, which I didn't, and I wound up didn't doing it, and you know what, I regretted it the whole time. Now, when I write books, the first people I go to is my members. It's just
Right.
automatic. I don't even listen to that no more
Right.
because this has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with here's the goodness of me. We do group economics around here. Okay, this is period, point blank. I buy the same way I bought your book just now. It's the same way I try to make sure our money bounces around our congregation 16 times before it leaves out.
Right.
It's not about money. It's about the spirit of understanding, bringing the gifts back to the church.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, good, good. Now, how can we bring the gift of moving forward to your congregation?
So I would tell you that that's there.
That's
They
there.
already, yeah, just about every person in our membership has bought the book already.
Good,
And they talk about it all the time. I don't even have to bring it up. They talk about it.
good.
And and one of the things that I teach wholeheartedly is that you really can't help other people outside until you first take care of home.
You learn
And
about that,
so
man.
and so I teach them that Jesus was a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
And so we teach holisticness. It's awesome to come to church, worship, da da da. That's for us to get filled up, to go out and do something. And
Good.
so if nobody ever teaches me how to budget my money, I can tell you to bring your tithe to the church all day long. But if I don't teach you what to do after that, you're still gonna be broken poor.
I know that's
And
right.
so that's what we are moving forward from a ministry standpoint. Is it's not just about what we do inside those four walls. It's what we do when we leave.
Okay, so you just gave me some stuff for you. So get ready. Write this
Okay,
down.
I'm ready.
I got some stuff for you. So when it comes to the church and moving forward, I want you to do a few things. I want you to first, everyone who bought the book, I want you to get a testimony from them on
Okay.
camera.
Okay.
Turn your phone sideways. And if 13 people bought it, or if 130 people bought it, you need to have 130 testimonies by next week when we meet up. Okay, so you're gonna get a testimony. I'm writing this down for myself from every member who bought the book. And I'm gonna tell you why I want you to do that, because if you talk about the book, it's fiction.
Mm-hmm.
If they talk about the book, it's facts.
Okay.
If you say the book is good, oh, okay, well, yeah, she's supposed to say that. If they say the book is good, you can play that on your Facebook, your social media, all sorts of stuff, vlog, and people, that third-party validation will make someone buy your book or strongly encourage. That's what I want you to do there. Now, this next one would be a challenge for a normal person, but it doesn't sound like a challenge for you because you have servant leader coming off your dialogue. I can hear it coming from your dialogue. So this shouldn't be too hard.
Okay.
I want you to issue a challenge. Let's call it the Moving Forward Challenge, okay? In your church. # Moving Forward Challenge. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Like the young folk. You got young folk in your church?
A few.
A few? Okay,
A
good.
few, yeah.
# Moving Forward Challenge. And this is what the challenge is going to be. They are going to come up with products or ideas that go with your book. You're going to let your members have an opportunity disciples. May come up with the moving forward planner.
Okay.
Because you got so many different people in your church with so many different gifts, a gift from administration, gift from organization, and someone like I'm surrounded by admins in my office, and just me saying the word planner would get 50 people excited around here. It's crazy, but they love that stuff. Mm-hmm. Someone may come up with a moving forward workout. You may have a chapter in your book that mentioned health, moving forward diet plan, right? And also, you never know how God is speaking to your members. Mm. And the mere fact that I'm now bringing up that your members can add value to your book, and you know that all things work together.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. And since you love God and are called according to his purpose,
that's right.
This conversation was meant directly for you. Someone in your congregation, there may be one, two, whoever knows, but it's already for your favor. It's already to make you the head and not the tail, the lender and not the borrower. It's already there. Give a member that has no voice in your church, in reference to your book, a voice, and just give them the freedom to come up with something in your book or for your book or with your book. And if it's an opportunity to make money, then if it costs 99 cents or something, you can even work out a commission structure with that person, split it 50-50, 70-30, whatever it may be. But you'll discover that God is getting ready to move forward, pun intended, with you, your book, and your church, and the people that's going to have an idea about adding to your book. There may be bracelets. Someone may come up with a praise dance. You never know. Mm-hmm. And it ain't for me or you to decide what, because God has already, I bet you by the time you bring it up, someone's going to say, you know what, I'm glad you said, because I've been thinking, and you're going to get your next brilliant idea. So tell me what you think about that.
I think it's awesome. And confirmation is that my publisher said to me, she said, I wish I'd have came up with this title. This is awesome. And I needed to brand it. And she said, you need to have mouse pads or notebooks or something that has that on there, because everybody in life is going through something that they can move forward.
That's right. You ain't lying. You're right. They're moving forward. I can't wait to read it. It is so prime, so it'll be here in 2 days. I can't wait to read it. But yes, someone's going to come up with a fantastic idea, and you never know. It could be the one idea that pushes you to 1 million copies, or get you a movie deal or something. Who knows? That's up for you and your destiny. But this involving people fits the heart of what you already said about your congregation. We can't take care of outside. We don't take care of inside first. And right now, you and your book is inside, and they have ideas. And you never know. You may bring somebody out of poverty from your book and their idea. And that is the Lord's work, taking people out of poverty for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, good. We got a lot of tangible things going on, don't we?
We do. Good. I knew this.
Okay. Oh yeah, I sure appreciate it. Yeah, I've been coaching for a while, since 2008 or something. Long time now. I've hundreds of thousands of people, and we're all looking for two things. We're all looking for validation, and we're all looking to be the highest expression of ourselves. As a matter of fact, let's work on those two real quick. And moving forward, I want you to understand that people in general want to be the highest expression of themselves, and they also want to be validated. And I want you to figure out every way moving forward will help people be the highest expression of themselves and will help them be validated. So you're going to think of about 20 ideas, but right now, while me and you are here, let's talk. Let's let you come up with 2 or 3 of them. How can moving forward, the book, and you, not just the book, but the book and how it ties to you and your ministry, how can you help people live the highest expression of themselves?
Right. So I definitely don't think the book is finished. I think this is just the first edition of the book. is just the surface. We just touched the surface from my own personal journey of a few tidbits of this is my story. This is how God moved me, but
Yeah.
I haven't finished the journey yet. And so I know just from talking to, I do a lot of really excelling our leadership. And so just from talking to those people, that there are still people who suffer from low self-esteem, who don't see themselves as worthy. So a way to take this book, this moving forward, and have them dig into their own story. What are you telling yourself? So also kind of coaching, really, of having them write down. I have one person right now who has, for these 21 days, they're writing down 5 things that they're grateful for first, and then 5 things that they want to see for themselves.
Good.
And so, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got 2 things for you. You want to write both things down? You need to start a podcast. Real easy to do. Real easy to do. And the podcast needs to simply be called Moving Forward.
Okay.
Moving Forward with Pastor Juanita Jackson. I can assure you there's an audience out there for that. And the podcast will also brand your book. The easiest way to do the podcast, I'm actually doing it right now for one of my books that's coming out. So happy and grateful. Les Brown actually wrote the foreword, and you happen to know Les Brown, don't you?
I happen to know.
Happen to know him and be inside his network. Good. You want to have, you can go through each chapter of your book, each section of your book. You can do interviews in the church about that book. Just always make it about the book, and have people do interviews, thank yous, testimonies, worship services, sermons, whatever it may be. Actually, all those will work in your case about that book. So that's tangible thing number 1. You want to start a podcast about the book. Now, what I also want you to do, let's see. What was the last thing you were talking about? You were saying
when I was talking about the coaching, writing down.
Yes, got it. I need you to say coaching. You need to start a monthly program. This is what I want you to do. In fact, a program that people pay into monthly. Okay. And I heard it as you were talking. Basically, you're going to start a coaching program from the book Moving Forward. There's so many principles in it. I know it. You can't even have the title. You can't even, you put Moving Forward, you can't even play with that book. Okay. You call it Moving Forward. You don't even get to play, right? You got to go. You had to write. You probably had to get slain in the spirit just to write this book. You know? Yeah. You can't even play with this book. But what I want you to do is I want you to leverage the book to business. Yes. And the way you do that is the book is just a door to your monthly coaching program.
Yes.
And maybe it's $25 a month. Maybe it's $50 a month. Maybe it's whatever. But you're going to I want you to focus on getting your first 25 people into your monthly program that's called Moving Forward. And it's a coaching program. And it's monthly. You have to pay monthly to get into this coaching program, whatever price you choose. And I'm going to give you homework. Well, actually, you got plenty of homework here. I want that. We're going to build this by next week. So what you're going to do is you're going to conceptually start building this in your mind. And next week, you and I will work out the details. And by week 3, we're launching it.
Okay.
Yeah. We're launching. We're not waiting. You know, the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. We ain't got to wait. Yeah, your stuff is already out there. And your abundance is already yours. You don't have to wait for it.
Okay.
But the book is just a doorway to your monthly coaching. I believe that's powerful. What do you think about that?
That's so powerful. That is exactly what I've been envisioning.
Good.
But didn't know really how to, I have the message, but the platforms to put that on to get the people. And this is what's crazy. I even have a lead system, if you will, that I purchased probably a year ago.
Wow.
But just don't have how to put it all together.
Good thing is that's what I do for a living, so I got you. I do that in my sleep, so I got you there.
Okay, good.
The thing we invested in. With okay, sorry, I'm breaking up. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. We'll take the lead thing that you already invested in, and we'll tie it into what you're doing now. That way, you don't have to waste any money from last year, and we will do it that way, and we'll tie it all together, and we'll be a good steward of every dollar you've ever spent. That's what
Okay.
we'll do.
Okay.
That's what we'll do. Good, good. So we got a monthly. Let me write that down because I'm going to ask you some podcast and a monthly program. Okay, got that. Okay, good. All right then. Here's what here's some tangible things we got so far.
Okay.
I need to bring up platform again. Oh, actually I did, but I'm gonna bring up platform again anyway. Your platform we use when you mentioned platform earlier, we tied in your real estate, everything. And we tied in your real estate and we made you a vlog that tied it all together. So you got the real estate broker, the homelessness to home ownership, moving forward the book, your church, all of it can be inside the vlog, even your sermon prep. All of that can be inside of it. Now, we also have something else tangible, and it's the church and moving forward. You're going to get a testimony from every last one of the members. And you're even going to have the moving forward challenge, which is pretty original. I didn't even think about that for any of my stuff. So that means the Lord just wanted you to do it. That's for sure. Okay. That's it.
That we say thank you.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Exactly. You're going to have your members come up with ideas for your book. Just, para ideas. This is alongside a moving forward challenge, moving forward cupcakes, moving forward planners, all sorts of stuff like that. Pens, pencils, mouse pads. We also have two more tangible things. We've got the podcast and the monthly program. In the monthly program, we will discuss, you're going to think about it for a week, and then what we're going to do is we're going to build it next week, because by week 3, we want you launching it.
Okay.
You can pray about it later, right? That's one thing we
I'm
do in the
here.
church,
It's
right?
done.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. We did already prayed about it. He
Already
already
prayed.
said, "Wherever your feet shall tread, I will give to you." All
That's
right.
right.
So
That's
good,
right.
good. There's 4 more things here you mentioned, and I do want to bring up. You mentioned a very early platform. I would like to tell you which platforms you need to use here. Okay, you definitely going to use Facebook because you're already there. Facebook's too big to ignore, and your crowd is a tad bit older. Yes,
Yes.
about my age and a bit older. I'm
Yes.
37. Okay,
Yes.
good. So we're going to use. That means you're going to have LinkedIn and Facebook. Are you currently on LinkedIn?
I'm currently on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram,
Good.
all of that.
Instagram. You can use all 3 of them then. So we're going to use Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. That's what we're going to do. Now, I need to add you one more, and it's the most important one, and it's email.
Okay.
We need to, and I want you to find you a email marketing campaign. It's MailChimp would be an example. Okay, MailChimp, ConvertKit, Constant Contact. MailChimp happens to be free.
I have that.
You have MailChimp. Great then. So what we're going to do is I'm going to switch this from email marketing. I'm going to say use MailChimp
Okay.
to grow your list and sell your book and book things. I'll just say book things, because that's going to be, because in a little bit, that's going to be whatever your members come up with for the moving forward challenge. There's going to be the cupcake somebody's going to bake. It's going to be all sorts of stuff. But your email is going to be your primary platform from now on.
Okay.
Not your social media.
Okay.
Your email is going to be your prime. In fact, let me write that down. Email is going to be your primary platform. Here's why. Because the email is the only thing you actually own. You don't own the likes. You don't own the videos. Well, you own the videos if you post them. But once you get likes, once you get comments, whoever owns that social media owns those. The one thing you do own is your email list.
Okay.
You have 3 types of traffic. I want you to write this down.
Okay. Type
of traffic number 1 is traffic you don't control. Great examples of that. You just go to Facebook. You don't control the traffic on Facebook. Whoever logs on that day logs on. Mm-hmm. And what you do is you make a post, and you post in hopes that the algorithm will let people see what you have posted. Mm-hmm. That's no different than a Google search or SEO. You don't control this traffic. It's traffic, and you're hoping you did all the right stuff to go viral. Mm-hmm. That's traffic you don't control. Okay. Then it's traffic you do control. And the traffic you do control is when you buy an ad. In most cases, that's when you buy an ad. And then you say, Facebook ad, I want to target this audience. Google ads, I want to target this audience. And then these YouTube ads target this audience. And that's when you control that traffic to one specific area. Right? Good. Same thing on podcast. When you saw the podcast, that's some stuff you don't control. You're going to say, this is what I want you to do, but you don't know who's listening to the podcast that day. Okay. The third type of traffic is the traffic you want. And it's traffic you own. And your job from now on with moving forward, you have, in fact, write this down for my my only job with moving forward is turning all traffic into traffic I own. That's your only job from now on. Whether you find it in traffic you don't control or traffic you do control, they all need to go to your email list. Okay. Because that's when you can market to them over and over and over again. That's also when you can give them free tips. It's also, if they're local, you get to invite them to church. Right? You get to help them donate to the homelessness so they can be home ownership. You get to sell them a house. You get all sorts of stuff if you own it. Okay. That's your job. From now on, I want you to just focus on that, laser focus, like the way you love the Lord. That's the way I want you to get traffic that you own. Okay. Okay? Did that make sense to you?
Yes.
Good. Because that's what you own, and that's your asset. And so that covers that platform. You mentioned it early in the call when you mentioned platform, but I wanted to bring it up twice. I just did. Good. Okay. So what I've done on this phone call, this coaching session, I split your platform in 2. I gave you the platform you're already using, period, real estate, and we're just going to leverage the energy you're already using. We're going to document and record, and then we're going to turn it into your book promotion. Okay. Pretty simple. Genius, but also pretty simple. The second way we leverage your platform is we've identified which platforms you're going to use, but we now may email your most important platform. Okay. Now, speaking engagements. That's how we started off the phone call. Speaking engagements. You're good at them, not good at getting them outside the church. No problem. The great thing is all the stuff we've done thus far will help with that because it's going to give you a platform. But I want you to write down speakerhub.com. Have you ever heard of it?
I have that.
You have it. Great. You sound like you've been following me if you got Speaker Hub. Good.
Hey, I try to follow the best.
That's it. I'm not mad at you at all. I want to just show you the power of Speaker Hub real quick. I'm actually going to log into mine. I'm going to log into my Speaker Hub, and I'm going to share my screen. Okay. And I just want to show you. I have now, me being me, I have a pretty active Speaker Hub, that's for sure. And I'm going to, whenever the computer feels like moving, which I have a blazing fast computer now. No, it is moving fast. I just didn't log in right. Never mind. It was moving already. Okay, let's see. There we go. All right. Oh, I guess it's. All right, there we go. I tried to log in 50 times. That's what happened. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. It kept telling me access denied, but that's because I was logging in. I was pushing the button to me now. Let's share my screen. Quick. Okay, so here's my speaker hub. Austin stuff. Let's stay on stage with Les Brown there. It's me signing autographs, and that's again stage with Les Brown. I'm gonna go to my account. I just want to show you the power, and then we're gonna go to statistics. I don't even know. Like I haven't looked at this, and I don't know. This is how many people have viewed my profile.
Wow.
In the last 90 days, 36,364 people have viewed my profile. One person has added me to their favorites. 97% of people are from Speaker Hub, apparently. 3% is others. And I think that's it. Okay. That's the power of Speaker Hub. Now, there's much more. There's much more. But it's always good to have 36,000 people honed in on the moving forward message.
Yes.
That's always good. Yeah, that's always good. Now, that's how we're going to get you outside the church. That's one of the ways we're going to get you outside the church.
Okay.
One of the ways was all the vlogs, the podcasts, all that stuff. Then we're going to use speakerhub.com. So we're going to beef up your Speaker Hub profile, and we're going to get you applying for speaking engagements. I'm going to show you how. Actually, remind me to tell you something off camera as well. Okay. Let me tell you something about that. Bring up speaking off camera after that.
Okay.
So we're going to do that, and that's going to allow you to get out of the church, or not out of, but also out of the church. Yeah. Also out of the church. So we got speaking engagements, and we're going to use speakerhub.com. What I do is when I coach people, I keep a running note so I can always come back and say, all right, well, how are we doing on this? And if you ain't doing well, I got to tell you, well, you ain't doing well, then we gotta make this work. Okay. Right. Now on the coaching, you also mentioned coaching, but we just kind of hashed that one out. Monthly, we're gonna have a monthly coaching program. So we're gonna do that. And as a pastor, you coach every single day. And then I already mentioned podcasts, so we're done. That's every single thing that we've done today. What I like to do in the first time I coach people, this one, I talked a lot. The other ones, I ain't going to talk that much. Okay? It's just going to be you talking. It's going to be you talking. As an initial coaching session, it's kind of fast-paced. I pull things out of you as you say things, and once you're done, we basically come up with a Bible for you to move forward. And that's what we just did. So let's recap this Bible moving forward. In no particular order, but I am going to number them, but in no particular order. Number 1, we're going to focus on a moving forward book. Okay. And then number 2 is we're going to focus on a moving forward vlog. And of course, we already said what that vlog includes. Number 3, we're going to focus on moving forward in the church. Number 4 and 5 is moving forward podcast, monthly program. Number 6 is the platforms. Number 7 is speaking engagements. 8 is coaching. Those are the 8 areas that you and I are going to dominate for the next 6 weeks. Sound good?
It sounds awesome.
Good. Well, I hope that, I'm not hope. I'm telling you, we're going to have great, tangible results in all 8 of those categories. Because as for me, and I don't know, maybe my ego is involved into a little bit. I don't like when you coach. I just don't like motivation that much. If I have to motivate you, you're in the wrong field. You're in the wrong field. Yeah, you should be. Inspiration is not enough. You need the tools to get to the next place. And we just gave you 8 tools, and we're going to build the blueprint for all those tools. After 6 weeks, for me, you should be like having an MBA at this point, right? Yeah, definitely. That's my goal, to give you a master's in business or whatever in the next 6 weeks. Good. So do you have anything for me that you would like to say?
No, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Good, good. Okay, then. Well, thank you very much. I'll stop this recording, and then let's